Good morning to all my kids. Welcome to my online video classes. So children, as you know that we are doing our chapter 12 and we are at the ending point of the chapter 12. Only there are certain points which has been remained, certain topics which has been remained, and these are wheels, reduce friction, and the other one is fluid friction. As you know that we are doing the explanatory portion of the chapter along with the exercises, and now we have only one question left, that is question number 10. So here the topic is wheels reduce friction. So friction, as you know that friction is the force which opposes the motion, but there are wheels who reduces the friction. How they reduce the friction? You know that there are certain luggage bags or the trolley bags available in the market which have the rollers or the wheels. So by the help of these wheels we can drag or pull the luggage bag, loaded bag, in a very easier manner. Okay, even a child can easily drag the easily drag or pull the luggage. Okay, so because what is the reason? These are the things which make our life easier. They are very helpful. Okay, these smaller things are very helpful. They reduce the friction. How? You know that this is the rolling. This is called rolling. Okay, so by rolling we can easily do anything, we can easily perform anything, we can easily shift anything from one place to another, and with the less effort, with the less effort. So without any extra force, we can easily keep the thing from one place to another, we can easily shift the thing from one place to another, and this process of rolling helps a lot. And the wheels, as you know that wheels are wheels or rollers are the object or the thing which it is possible to shift a heavy loaded thing from one place to another. Okay, so why rolling is important, and why rolling, how the rolling it reduces the friction. So you know that when one body rolls over the surface of another body, this is the one body, this is the pen, one body, and this page is this another surface. So when the one body rolls over the another body, the resistance in motion, the resistance the resistance to its motion is called rolling friction. Okay, so because this is a rolling body and this page is the another surface where the body is moving or rolling. Okay, so this the friction which occurs by the rolling of the object, this is known as rolling friction. But rolling actually reduces the friction effort. It is a effortless working. This is the effortless working. Okay, so it is always easier to roll than to slide a body over another. Okay, that is the reason it is too convenient to pull luggage fitted with rollers. Now for our convenience, these rollers are attached with the trolley bags or luggage bags. So this is for our greatest this is for our convenience, and this is a very good and greatest invention of the mankind. Okay, so sliding friction is what? Sliding means only this, and rolling means this one. Okay, so since rolling friction is smaller than the sliding friction, you know, opposition of the movement, but rolling friction is what? Is a smaller than the sliding friction, means the thing which is in the rolling condition having lesser opposition of the movement than the sliding object. Okay, sliding is replaced nowadays in most of the machine by the ball bearing, that are the rolling object. Okay, so you can see the picture of ball bearing here. Now the next is fluid friction. What is fluid friction? So you know that air is very light and thin, yet it exerts frictional force on objects moving through it. Air is a very thinner and lighter substance. Okay, it exerts frictional force, means it opposes. See the aeroplane which is moving in this direction, the bird is moving in this direction, but the medium around this aeroplane and the bird is air, which is thin and light, but of course it exert pressure. It is around the aeroplane, it is everywhere, the medium air is everywhere. Okay, and it opposes the movement it opposes the movement. The direction of the friction, air friction, will be in this way, where the movement of the object is in this way. So this is the opposition. Okay, so air exert a pressure and it try to stop the movement, resist the movement. So this is the air, this is the friction force which resists the movement of the object in the gases as well as in the liquid too. Okay, now, so in science, the common name of gases and liquids is fluid. Fluid means anything which can flow, which can move, a movable thing. Okay. So we can say that fluids exert force or friction on objects in motion through them, right? The frictional force exerted by fluids is also called drag. The frictional force exerted by fluids is called drag. Means the air in this medium is trying to drag this plane. Okay, the frictional force on an object in a fluid depends on its speed with respect to the fluid. If the speed of the object will be greater, then frictional force will be lesser. The frictional force also, sometimes it increased, no, sometimes it has been increased. The frictional force also depend on the shape of the object. Means, as you know that frictional force is depend on the nature of the surface. Here I am saying that here the book is saying that frictional force depend on the speed of the object as well as it depends on the shape of the object. Okay, it is obvious that when objects move through fluids, they have to overcome friction acting on them. If this plane have to move in a forward direction, this plane have to overcome from the frictional force which are acting on it in the reverse direction, in the opposite direction of the movement of this plane. In this process, they loses some amount of energy, efforts. They are making more effort. Okay, to minimize this air friction, the bird also having the same kind of problem. They have to minimize the air friction, so they have to put extra effort. Okay, so this means of course all the objects which are in the water or in the air are designed to minimize the friction. Okay, so that is why they are in this shape, narrower at both the end and broader in the middle. Narrower at both the end and broader in the middle. This kind of structure is found in all aquatic animals along with the things or object present in the air. This type of structure is known as the streamline structure, which is very helpful, and this streamline structure always help the object or the animal to move faster in the air as well as in the water, and this structure minimize the resistance of the water and the air. So this is all for today, children. I hope you all have understood the topics. If you have any query, please ask in the classes. Thank you for watching this video, children.